It's Madden NFL 24, and it'll be Kenny Moore. He read the offense like a book last week, going well into double digits in tackles. It's the Steelers and the Colts, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Breaks through the contact. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On first down, Gray forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on first down. Gray being chased out left. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Flushed out right. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Colts drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive.
And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the
mark.
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
You look at this Colt defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Buying time to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. (7-7) our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Shakes off the sag, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On the delay, here's Harris. Gets by him at the 25. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Steps away. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy jump. He's got some space now. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Out to his left. Touchdown, Colts! What a great play there. 31 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
back to throw. Pickett. And fights him off. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he'll only get this to the 2-yard line, a near catastrophe. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Gray now to throw from his end zone. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Down the right sideline. Michael Pittman. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. There he goes, right side. Sheds off the tackle. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
That's into the hands of Woods. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On 1st and 10, Gray, flush to his right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw is Gray. To throw on 2nd down. As this complete to Woods. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Gray on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Gay's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Flushed out right. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And for a right side here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett dancing to his left. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and 2, Gray eluding the pressure right. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Gray, flush to his right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
He'll buy some time right. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie, 42 yards. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Steelers ready for their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Pickett now on first down. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Pickett to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pickett's throw into the hands of Fant. Oh, nice move. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And running with power here. Touchdown! A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now Gray throwing on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Taylor. Broken tackle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Operating from the gun. Gray escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down by 6. A little under a minute to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. And that's caught inside the 35. Pickett to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Now Pickett being chased out left. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Looking to throw here, Pickett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it, maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
Buying time to his left. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Colts, their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.